The West Indies versus Australia test match that happened at the Kensington Oval in Barbados showed that Australia had won by 159 runs. But it doesn't highlight the fact that there were 7 dropped catches, but there were plenty of questionable, objectionable decisions that were made against the West Indies. And Roston Chase, when he came for the post-match presentation and the press conference, he was absolutely livid. He might have doubled down on the criticism that is there, but he didn't shy away from taking a swipe at the officials. Because on the umpiring bit, that is what dominated the entire press conference, more on the Australian win than the West Indies loss, it was the umpiring. And in that, Roston Chase mentioned, there were so many questionable calls. None of them went our way. As a player, you're out there giving your all and fighting. It could be heartbreaking. I mean, imagine the fact that, okay, it's a high pressure match. Decisions go against you, and that helped Australia escape in a big way. Did it help them escape in a big way? Because certain dismissals, when you look at it, it was 50-50. Others were downright objectionable and questionable. And because of that, what do you do then? Is Chase justified in the way how he's ranting at the umpires? Maybe. Because this particular Kensington Oval wicket was not like any other wicket. Once you got in, you could score runs. But that starting period was tough. You could see balls going through low. It was swinging. It was seaming. And that's what Chase mentioned. The wicket is one where once you get in, you can get runs. But the hardest part is to get in. Me and Shai Hope were going well. We had some questionable calls that really set us back in terms of creating a big lead. That partnership that Shai Hope and Roston Chase had, it was really a big situation. But did it help Australia? It did, because the lead just went to 10 runs. It is clear to see anyone would feel bad or feel hurt about those decisions. You're out there playing to win, giving it your all, and it seems like everyone is against you. Even Daren Sammy, the West Indies head coach, had pointed out, what is going on? Why is this particular umpire giving us wrong decisions right from the time of the England series? Adrian Holdstock was the guy in question. And now the West Indies players have also jumped in. He mentions a discrepancy between player and official. As a player, when we get out of line, we are penalized harshly. He talks about the Shamar Joseph incident in which he got sanctioned by the ICC for sending an aggressive send-off to Pat Cummins. The officials, nothing ever happens. They have a wrong or questionable decision and life just goes on. Is there any penalty that is there against the umpires? Unless there is massive opposition, the umpire is not rostered for the next 2 tests. That is the way the system works. One bad decision could make or break a guy's career. Should be an even playground. I think that there should be some penalty put in place. Now, this is a harsh thing. Penalties for umpires. Do you think that this is going to be a huge issue going forward? Should there be penalties for umpires who make wrong decisions? That is one thing which this West Indies versus Australia test match has really opened our eyes to. Should umpires be penalized monetarily or by match officiating in order to ensure that they don't make these decisions over and over again? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.